Okay, today I'm trying out different ways to define my hair. I'm using the same procedure that I normally use, but with different conditioners. I'm using castor oil right now to oil my scalp. And then I'm going to try a new conditioner that the lady at Sally's asked me to try. Well, it was the Proclaim Olive Oil Glossing Conditioner. And then I'm going to apply, so this isn't like my wet moisturizer. This is like my very pasty, sulfate-free conditioner. I always use them in combination with a regular. They define my curls better. And then I have this, what I call my oil-based conditioners. And these are all rinse-out conditioners, not leave-ins. I think I might try this. This is the Motions Define My Curls Cream. It's like a gel, well, like a petroleum gel. And I will use that to coat the hair, because I find a lot of the gel-like things don't work well directly on my hair. So, scalp gets very dry in this weather. So first I'm going to apply the wet moisturizer, what I call is like the water-based moisturizer, the conditioner. And I'm just going to put that on. Let's see. It smells like a very old shampoo. When I say an old shampoo, a shampoo from, what can I say, the 70s. Nothing really to it. I usually use Tresemme, but I've decided to change up and see. So this is just to wet my hair, give me some slip. I don't want to put too much. I'm trying to see if I can get the same results with less product, or though it may seem a lot too. It's okay. And then I'm going to apply the Giovanni Smooth As Silk conditioner. And then I find that the conditioners, the rinse-out conditioners, work better as curl definers. Now I'm going to add my EO. It's so thick, but I love it. Ooh. I think they need pumps, because this doesn't. I mean, sometimes I feel how the product is in. It comes out so nice and thick. See? And it's sort of sticky-ish, like aloe vera. And I think this is what gives me all my definition. The moment I add it, I get the definition I want. And it's very herbal smelling. So for those of you who know about the EO products, they are they try to be as environmentally friendly and as natural as possible. It's full of all the goodies from plants and seeds and their oils. So this is I think I'm not going to add the motions just to see how this turns out on its own. I think the lighting is better this way. And then what I'm going to do is put the motions on top. It is define curls. That's what I'm going to do. So it's like you're adding petroleum jelly. And I'm just going to add that to my hair. And on top of the conditioners, because I find conditioners work better, so as you can see. See? These little pieces. Something is stripping my color. I'll just put this up. I love the way conditioner makes my hair feel all the time. That's why sometimes it's just better to stick with the tried and tested. So I'm going to do the back. Oil it with castor oil. And I think now I realize I don't need as much product as I thought I did. I think what happens when you use the conditioners to define at least your hair, I use like the more water-based conditioners that are very creamy, so they probably help to sort of the cuticles that absorb the water and expand, and then you have the sort of the sulfate-free ones, which I find are pasty, so they sort of smoothing the cuticles and define them even more. Then you have the oil-based, what I call my oil-based moisturizers, where they have a lot of oils in them, and they just seal and also give them the sheen, the shine, and also help to refine the curls and define them even better. So that is my philosophy. That's how I feel, and I could love. I've been using conditioner as a leave-in, rinse out conditioner as a leave-in for because most of my life, because I always feel that I've been co-washing. Didn't even know it was called co-washing for years, because I just felt shampoos were not doing the trick for me. They left my hair feeling stripped. But I also feel that it's finding the right shampoo. You know, you could, like I like the Organics Root Stimulator, the aloe vera. It's very creamy. And I'm going to be experimenting with it, not as necessarily as a shampoo, but as one of my products, hair products, hairdress. So I think I found a formula for myself, because I've been trying a lot of these curl defining products, and I'm finding that they're not doing the job. Okay, I don't want to add too much of, but it's just given, and I like the fact that I'm doing this because it's keeping the hair moisturized. And then I had the Giovanni. I always feel the sulfate-free usually are very pasty, and so, but you know, they have their own sort of slip. So as you can see, I'm getting some good definition, and then I'm gonna put the I kind of like the motions. I'm not a gel person, but I always try and love to experiment because I don't want to say that that's it's one of these products that's really stripping my color, and I usually find it's the sulfate free. So I'm adding my EO, which I love. Whew. I'm so scared it's going to get on my shirt. Okay, and now I'm going to add the gel curl definer. And I think I like it because you don't need to use a lot. This is the first time I'm using it, and I think it's going to be one of my staples, and I'm going to experiment with it on its own. I haven't read about it. I'm just one of those people who sees a product, and for some reason or the other wants to try it. I like the fact that it was in a tub. So now I need to cover my sweater properly before it get color all over it. So now I'm going to do this side, and I had the curls, creme brulee, and goddess curls products in my hair, and really my hair hasn't dried. I don't like the feel at all. It's very tangled and matted, but I will try them again in the summertime. We're still sort of going from winter into spring, although we don't really have a spring. It always feels like it's summer, but today is one of those oddly cold mornings, but it's going to go up to like 33, which is like a little under 100. So okay, so apply my Proclaim. I have all these loose ends because I finger comb my hair, and because of that, you know, the comb usually would pull out all the strays, so they just tend on coming out in bits and bobs, and that's why you realize the function of a comb. You don't have to use it, but it's just a neater way of getting those little sort of hair pieces that would normally come off if you use the comb or brush. So I still love my Tresemme. The Proclaim is okay. I don't think I'm going to go to Sally's and buy it if there's Tresemme or something like that. So it's an okay. Doesn't smell great. It smells cheap, like a cheap. You know, they didn't invest much in putting some sort of fragrance in it. Although I'm not a fragrance, I don't like highly fragrance products. The Giovanni products, I mean, everybody oohs and ahs about them, but I haven't found anything wonderful about them. But so far, today, I'm quite liking the consistency of this Smooth As Silk. I've used it in the winter and the summer when I was in Dallas, And when I used it here, I wasn't wowed by it. But today it's doing fine. It's coming out of the bottle nice and easy. So I'm just saying that it's probably now acclimatized. My EO, this gives me great definition and gives so wonderful slip, but wonderful slip in sort of like a moisturizing oil-based way. It's not oily. It's got this sort of, it's like a paste with an oil in it, and I like that. So I think I'm done. And then I'm going to, so let me just show you. All I know is, I'm sure it's the Smooth Silk and the Proclaim, because I know the color protect, this doesn't, although it doesn't necessarily mean it's protecting the color as in not bleeding. It just probably protects us from the sunlight, from fading and things like that. But I know it's not the product that is stripping all the color. As you can see there, there's so much that just fell. So, and one thing about the EO products is if you use them as leave-ins, at least with this one, you don't get shrinkage. I mean, if you apply it on, I usually apply it on my dry hair. So that's a nice thing about it. So this is it. As you can see. Oh, I forgot to put. I'm gonna put a little bit of emotions on it. I like the way the motion feels. Great slip on top of the conditioners. So I'll see how it works on just my natural hair. I mean with my hair without any conditioner on it. But I like it. I would buy it. It's like a Vaseline type product, as opposed to the gels that feel like aloe vera. I mean, in terms of consistency, those I find fail. This is a little more, it sort of acts like a cream base, but it's more like as you can see, and it's not. So I'm just gonna see what I do with my hair, and I'll be back. But I'm happy. I was actually going to use my usual combination, which was Tresemme or Moisture Rich, and then the Organics Argan Oil or Organics Keratin Therapy, and then my EO Rose and Chamomile. But I thought, let me just switch it up a bit because I already know how they work on my hair. So as you can see, when I talk about products that define curls, this is what I expect to see. This is what I expect to see. It's bouncy, it feels moisturized, it feels, I always say happy. The curls are thicker. I just like, that's how when I use curl defining products, this is what I expect. And if you see some of my reviews, you will realize that I don't know how I feel about them. This combination is what I expect. It feels good. My hair feels, even my scalp feels good, and that's one thing I find those curl definers don't do. They just to curl define, and my hair feels soft, and I like that. And because of the EO, I know it's going to dry nicely. The EO always leaves my hair feeling smooth as silk. So now you know when I say curl defining, this is what I want. I want my hair to have swing when I apply, and as it's drying, it may not stay this way, but that's what I expect. So I know that it's going to dry soft, and as opposed to dry and crunchy, or not even dry and crunchy, just evaporate. And this is it. I have achieved what I want. And so now I'm just gonna either sort of finger comb it into like a little hair ponytail. But now you know when I say curl define, shingling, this is it. This is what I'm talking about. And my hair feels great because the curls, goddess curls and goddess creme brulee left it feeling parched and drying even on my scalp. So I didn't apply to my scalp, but obviously the product gets there. It's a fair amount of shrinkage because of the water-based conditioner, the Proclaim, and maybe a bit of the Giovanni, but I don't mind. I'm going to just sort of stretch it, but put it into something. Little, probably argan oil. I have to keep this because it's a lot of colors coming out. I'll show you when it dries. Okay, so what I want to say is that using the leave-in, the rinse-out conditioners is fantastic for my hair. My hair still feels soft, moisturized. Normally by this time it's nighttime now. I'm ready to go to bed. Normally if I had some sort of curl definer or some sort of gel, my hair would feel crunchy or dry or tangled or matted, lifeless. This feels soft and thick, and my hair feels smooth and well moisturized. So I mean, and it still looks neat, no necessarily minimal, not even flyaways. It just feels like my hair. So there's something great about these three, combining three different kinds of conditioners, or just conditioners on their own, with whatever I put on my scalp, and an oil to seal, which are optional, but I'm happy.